Yeah, it must say my show.
Almost $300 million.
So the show has come to stay. Mummy na yesu. Na yentiche o man. Na wonso oni nipa.
E da na Ghana for dia. Enye BP dia. Enye NDC dia. Enye obi bia dia.
Pesa kufa. Because what to niamam and affecting all this. Fuel prices now what they buy.
Yeah, I just NDC for car be kwa Ghana card according ndani di kama nasa.
Mene wo ka say ya kan. Ye no nyanse ya te de e kina titi pa se kira. NDC for wo be kwa fa da bi. Mo ti kan. Me na me ka draw.
Mo pese mo hwe susu a mo ko Facebook na Instagram, na YouTube, na Twitch, Ghana News TV, Anchor FM.
Yechia Ghana Football. My show is your show because a Ghana 80 and a show that will be my show. That would be asking. Yeah, it must.
Yo, wait here for your module Mokwaba at about my show, NDC, our Jumedi, so meeting at the Alfred Kuyoli. And ne, mena meet a gem, Eddie Jumedi, and what Chiame said that Wednesday be a shia yeno, and they have been drinking Ghana home. Ghana Puntu, Ghana ye di internet re shia. My show NDC hour the bro Wednesdays be free Ghana time. If you 7 o'clock. About 8:30. Inti wa here or Ghana. Nshira enkoma on. Now open so my show when you live. Or Today Ghana News TV na Today Ghana News TV. There all the social media platforms. When you YouTube, we search here Today Ghana News TV. When you your honomo. We share Facebook so ho Instagram with my hair ho TikTok with my hair ho. There's all you be a would that open Twitter. Ya so yetua. Na Twitch so ya honom sabre ya me no kasei wo hwe amanone ebi mu da so wo adwuma mu ebi obi wo adwuma wo ye nti wontimi nhwe video pese wo tie audio nti ya wo podcast obenya yo on Anchor FM so obenya ho no watima tie live ye nua no mo tatali so tie e wo Sakina Information Center enu tatali for ye chiachia mo ya mwadwo ya damase se ene de kan ya wo join ya se de amamre ne ye no whichever platform I will hear free so bia no yes so be like a platform na so be subscribe to your channel na maye na wa share programming but more say obey activate the notification button so the be ya every be live bia no ubinya sa pop up notification say yes ya ba live na went me and do so and as one miss any of our episodes. Nakopon shira wo se enanwumre yi wanya adaje na one esinkunya. Hwe de ekoso e wo Ghana na wo ye Ghana ni wo ye African. Wo ye obi a wo ji democracy din. Wo ye obi a sebi ka se kebima mi kebe mamuwo eda wakoma so a then be ye wa reho said ye Ghana forces son and Kufu Adomo Sina Konkon. Said I one day the human rights activists ye whom be that. When no be obedi Ghana man so as president. Ghana de yaka human rights ne peri ya will be the number one. Even US for corruption free home. Corruption there or not to contact my pie because or no one can say I'm old enough to be corrupt. Sende ede na yehu hwe Dr. Baumia enwo obedwaye toda no yegu omomu kura PhD kwanimu ase areho nti onua se yehia nwumre ya NDC yesi yensom oni nipa yenjai emane nsei nti yehwe de ekoso na ye de nimdifo abetena apaso na omonsoso ato adwen ne se nsusuye bi wo ho a yesusu de ama aban no se hey aban baby ya wukoi o kochia the company force de otwa sa no nim se na chia so reho sem ne se aban bi yenya no e wo Ghana ha sei aban bi yenya no wa ha utunufo a wonfa ubeka hwe wontie because just say arrogance nti ama just say edu bebe wan be yo say okọ yenya akraba na nyina njingu and so it's say NDC a responsible party nti ebe koso a aka na said ye Yewura John Dramani Mahama kan ye no posterity e dache and the kan yasema maye enanwumre si ehia me wo lawyer ni panyini bi a ye ne betwetwe nkomo a obe educate especially about Ghana says ye na Akufo-Addo democracy and all practice here Ghana fo bebre adwemo Christian ne say na ya da na ye soro ye na ye hum se ensu oto anase ye chese no bi koso ye ntiase tene asema da paso ye nsem ye no ye din kan ye behwe ye parliament ye other arm of government. Emrano is saying, so be a parliamentarian. Na ye to abama di ku salai ko to abama no. Ne se obe dia konwa na se o rene no be representative of the people or parliament. Na se nipa ne binti. Yare binti won't be called parliamentary sittings. Se nipa no. Se base ye file motion bi o parliament na essence bibinti won't mean constituents enko discuss bi enko contribute into motion that parliament no na fe be do about wo so a se nipa na da emergency ward kwa ye tam no to ambulance with the trips in so se omra no meto aba even though nipa no wonim the pros and cons because he or she did not take part of the debate. Ye busa says hadi no emra kwemu no ne kwasoa because ye hu say MPP aban ya na for the dan no ni chairman sabosu eye majority leader of parliament yi your presidents be pray say eye Hunter West MP na oyare ye dinu koto ambulance o meto aba dan ye so bi konya accident nanu ye koto aba kopa say sa your friend say new tax bills will be that stretcher so mana to aba ibusa say no ne kwaso a enti etiefo eni ahwefo eno ne ye bedwendwede ho ne wi a ye twani ahwe electoral commission appointments a ekoso any CI electoral commission na ko pese o de so Ghana for kon parliament a reject sa CI no ye hwe say opportunities be na wo ho e ma Ghana as far as 2024 voter register is concerned. And then a lawyer Chim Berima ewo menchen. Mamenko mana kwaba. Na yenre. Lawyer mo kwaba edeba man show NDC our Jumadi so.
Yes, I see. Good evening. Thank you.
Good evening. Lawyer Chim Berima many din kumoi said the anything is to be the candidate no honam say. Or lawyer ni mapa. Yaka emra unimiye kana bakwasem kra so a waye police ni pen say one de ye won na ban mu na no de ne first one na ban na wotimi akọ nanimu a be lawyer esia me no ka say apart from say or practice as private legal practitioner or say director of policy and planning or Solidarity Ghana Hona also udini kwi ne ba omamu nsem politics se yemfa mara no to nsem church and sua dia obohu modin ye nti lawyer ene nwumre eya ho ase nya o dwumadi so ye mo kwa ba
thank you very much
empanyin for se prekunam ye we ne hyew ye di kan Ghana to say
okay, Ghana, in a way, sir. Once in a couple of days, am I and I test the Bible say one corner what you So once we have life, we will say Ghana, but so on the other aspects of the country and the name of person and consumer mind who say be things are in order. So you enjoying where you UK, you enjoying where Germany, you enjoying where France, and the other. And then there's a very big question mark. And make me account without fear. Say, idea. It's not good. It's not good because assets and the IMF has declared that Ghana is going to grow at a rate of 1.6%. 1.6%. Even the worst of John Dramani Mahama was 3.65.
And no almost say and none about me say Obama you know.
The worst of him in 2016 was 3.65. Now this government, according to what IMF today, and in fact the issues are me war admin TV and a pioneer discuss Ghana I say IMF lowers Ghana's growth to the rate of 1.6 in 2023. This is a multimedia for a year or more and we discuss. So Busa say so Omani Benini you see 7 million Benini at a rate of 1.6%. And then I say by.
And then say me on.
I will tell you, say, but on the general ground, once a papa and Kwana, a borough corner, we will give glory to God. But on the part of government, a lot is happening, a lot is going on that, and yet, and I pay, and I said, we are in Namiwa, Eastern Region on President Mahama store, and because when I got opportunities to speak, sir. If I send you my kind of TV show, and the program is not kind of TV show. So MPP is now struggling to become incompetent.
Say that again.
MPP government is struggling to become incompetent.
Wow. That is deep, lawyer.
Yeah, I know. They are struggling to become incompetent. Because if 3.6 growth rate, 3.65 rather, sorry, was an incompetent level, and you are growing by 1.6, which is not even half. It's not even half of that of the 3.6, because half of 3 is 1.5.
Yeah.
It's what the 6.5 in the Gusino episode, so would mean say 1.6 now.
Yeah.
This is simple mathematics.
But so Ukraine, Russia, your friend say COVID.
I don't ever want to hear that. It's not because an economy is everything kind of one, but what my father and Matthias. Mamma is going to be enough for young many issues.
What are Roma?
The entire men pessimistic COVID Ukraine one, dear coming pessimistic woman. So it's very simple. And I'm going to give you reasons to my points. December 17, but December 17th, 2019. Now Ghana announced the to know what is called COVID, but not anywhere. December 17th, 2019. Ghana had the first case in COVID or with COVID around, I think March 7th was March 4th, baby. I mean, the first week of March 2020. And we have first 2 cases. Now America. That entire year in the US, but me Ghana, me began around February ending home baby, and I'm call US. Into that year in me could not America. Ghana the first case, Ghana. But I know for the record, Ghana recording the first case around the period number. They can around the first.
It was published, yeah.
Exactly, 2020, and Ghana recorded the first case with COVID. But December 17th, 2019. This is what the IMF said. But
what did he say? Was it IMF warns government against collateralized borrowing? Yeah.
In simple terms, the IMF can answer. O mine what the party be or mine or never be a enfant question one could be seen. And never be a one. A busy about man we have Burman and Brosun and the Abidu. Our debt crisis and there could be a one. It's not COVID, it's not anything. It is our debt problem. That is why we have been asked to restructure our debt. That is why we are begging the Paris Club. That is why we are begging the Chinese. That is why we are taking draconian measures to get a domestic debt exchange. We are not forcing people to come and take COVID vaccine. Because we are you will come there. The International Monetary Fund is warning the government to avoid collateralized borrowing as means of reducing the mounting public debt. I was there. Abaning was a kind of basin of Brundos. I've decided to say, collateralize in the air and say, fund. Get fund NDC time. President Mills. President Rollins, the late.
Rollins time.
Anna was setting up Get Fund. And not the purpose of Get Fund in Yana say. yeah, the get fund ebe support school some.
School infrastructure near the end.
And yeah, now the question is get fund na yeah, they support you at the end. Aban way the get fund next year wakwaji loan. Or the get fund akusia wakwaji loan. So the government and I said the IMF was warning us against that. Yentio. Okay, Kwenima was say the fund urged that urged the government to pursue more ambitious fiscal stance based on comprehensive domestic revenue mobilization strategy that will help the anchor debt dynamics on clear declining path, contain financing needs, and create buffer for contingent liabilities and support a stronger external position. Saifu wa dima 2019 aban we anye enu ti na nei 2023 after the Wakonya Parliament said you are now bringing up new means of raising or mobilizing domestic revenue and ni new taxes now our there by or you pass your parliament.
I think say the Wakonya no ne enye economy was na ebe kan ba say the we see abokwana to no kwana iso ya kono pa kan be busa se na se me busa hwe the time nyina ba kwakoye the time nyina be economy
yeah find that there dey come away
ba me musa nchire say na ma me tawu aban sa taxes here o dey kogu business sui aban na claim say ahochira ba covid ba and I think covid affected everybody including businessmen and women. So where even a band who has said business no be any scam taxes when now almost are remaining in business.
Well, the simplest answer is that the government doesn't care about how you are going to raise your money to pay, but only also fiscal. That is the simplest answer I'll give you.
But that is
how about facility raises can be and can but only also fiscal. Because na some could be kind of hokane. And as some could start doing all but it's going to increase inflation, number one. It's going to push price of goods and services high, number two. So that's it. Because you are going to add more, so more taxes at the port.
Yeah.
At the port. So what it means that me car taxes in the cost me ba me tax number to so ma wo beto car no. And me no kasa sisi ya kasa. Cement one bag aya 103 cedis per bag.
You don't say.
In fact, me to be just last week here.
Wow.
Last week here, me project that me mom go to be 103 cedis per bag. Under the incompetent government, na me 100 cedis a metal cement bag, man to cry metal 3 in your balance. 100 cedis.
Wow.
Under the incompetent government. And then the competent government, they know how to fix the economy government. No? At time, me 100 cedis are intimate 170. And to end the whole thing, to end my submission on this economy thing, let me give you a document issued by the World Bank, dated 28th of June 2022. And the heading is very simple. But I can head in my okay. So now you can see right.
Okay, I say when the debt crisis hits, don't simply blame the pandemic.
Thank you. It's a work as some men and woman was swap. Now it means survival no. And Kasa COVID na de by you.
There's a conflict of there's a confliction here. But the same IMF mami beka say Ghana problem a woman your debt crisis woman COVID ne de by. I remember my men so edu to Musa.
Okay, no, you find diplomatic language. And no person much no was me or the kakra.
Ono so ne aboabe.
And no the say e kasa e become was one e wa bontin. But behind the curtain or can the critical language nature by and say umbo homodin we na we nkai. But I don't want it. But people are saying by now, so when you soon go out to time the brain into I saw per diplomatic language be back. I was one and you know correct. No correct. So one more document here, but it was here. I mean, kind of last part into was it. What drove the pre-COVID debt accumulation? Question mark. Said then before COVID, then the was it, let's be clear. It wasn't economic surprises that were beyond the government's ability to foresee. And yet, economic surprises for that was beyond the ability of the government to foresee. It is simply bad policy. That is what they are saying. It is simply bad policy. It's in because let me tell you one thing. The World Bank again warned us, say, Ghana will be declared a debt distress country. They said it. Okay? And somewhere June or July last year, they declared government the country as a debt distress country. And I'm saying, IMF.
Parliamentary members, some members of parliament, Isaac Adongo Munina Kikambi.
Thank you.
Come on, debt to GDP ratio at 80% work on that.
So what I say, but you know something? When COVID came, the World Bank again and the World Bank and you're promising IMF at the policy by Debt Service Suspension Initiative. DSSI. One with the bar May 2020. That is 2 months after Ghana in a COVID situation. And I'm say, one more back and say, a maya a cat woman around that time. More subscribe to Saudi way. Now, yes, suspended with debt for 5 years. Who is a Ghana?
I didn't hear.
Minimum. It is a winner buying one more number set a good for the day at here. Because I was subscribing to that policy, and I could drain a year. Can they say debt service ya or ye and call you?
Kahekatini.
Now, so I saw dinty. I saw dinty. What is that? So, and can for that time, and will be under it. And then near day.
So, lawyer, Naku for the no can for that to do much here. So, who for some kind bedroom? Do the young friend on chocolate, young friend on chocolate near Hardy. Your topic for today. A baby a chemu. Yantin in penny some that say Yato Obama parliamentary candidate and I have Programa Obisa Omeko represent here. You see, MPs no more represent the interests of their constituents. But then Nana Kufuor Bedia buying Yahunu say on several occasions, say Basse issue be a cost of parliament, and I say do say a kotuaba. Ness will be area. Sebi. I mean, yes, I mean, for example, a Hunter West MP, a former chieftaincy minister, a e-levy time. I don't think say Papano or sittings echo contribute to the debate because of Senate on Tiapo. They do about was no. Yet he said not to ambulance say omra metuaba. Na mi busa as lay people, yenye lawyer for there. Do be a no be na twetwe aso ye nte ase ne pese busa se emra no se to far as me MP ni de se me sitting so man sitting so as me ni mu bi still I meet me about to dry mo for people parliament to be there because me MP sana emra no se ye nkono anase say wada Roma educate ye kakra.
Me da say BM anmre njankoma ahwafo a hwe ne wo mo etie on other platforms. Ye the hit it free baby. Nti we dey anu dey na prelims. Issues of parliament and being present in parliament and the voting in parliament. The akwa nyina say once a member gets to even the lobby, he's in parliament. When you already said he didn't go, he's in parliament. If somebody can come, for instance, the chamber can be holding, as in said, discussions of course, but that would be a different block or with any of the committee offices, no committee meetings. That person is still in parliament until you vote here, the person can go and vote.
But no.
So what is happening
is those days, he started with a political university. The institution has some rules being at the abstention present any be a vote for and vote against. So near him say Senipano Asemna ye canon say we shall name pa there. Then even though all rights will vote to, but the people will just abstain because you can't be so objective to the motion on the floor.
Well, sir, the issue is whether or not is he. I will that argument will be on the ground, sir, if I'm coming to debate or raise my issues or concerns on the floor of Parliament.
Oh, okay.
Then in that case, I need to have an in-depth knowledge or some kind of an idea about the matter to be able to speak on the matter. But that's what I say. But in this case, it's not about some it's about my vote.
Okay. Yeah, but you are voting yes on a matter that you don't really know much about.
Oh, I can't really say you don't really know much. But they will give you a briefing. I'm a kind of generic overview about it. So that's it. So for instance, you be say one minister say na you pass the one minister for chieftaincy, former minister for chieftaincy. He was an MP.
Gano.
Sabi empani say bishaya me yade na de say yade de emi owo yefenga nipa nti kamedia ni yemu a ka wonte apona nam so kwampo ma na resign ye no as minister no e o secretary man nya bread e de ehwe no ho now so for political expediency and for the kind of should I say go but I be a part in this and so who say one the NDC has the same number as them 137. They've managed through some whether dubious or clear way to get one NDC MP injuncted. In the technically, NDC is only 136. Yeah. Instead of the 137. They are functioning with 136, even though their number is 137. But they can only function with 136. And for that reason, she say, me no can say, one MP back on every MP. Or no, but the next morning now,
yeah, me too.
Now they also have 137, but they are working with 136.
136.
And because they have the about the independence on their side,
yeah,
technically their number comes back to 137. And now because of the case of Justice Abdullahi from the Supreme Court, even where they are, those two deputies are sitting in as speakers.
They can still vote.
Proceedings, they can still go and vote. It doesn't say there be an NCC that in the past, and so now games or issues of numbers is the order of the day. And any ways and means to get their number in, or for NDC to get their number in, for MPP to get their number in, is what everybody is looking out for. So now, the number the next thing is to convince someone to either go against you or to go for you from the other side. That is also another matter. But in this idea, say MP na the end there, when you be uram near ni be drew on Kohandia, senior, or from when you do premises of the parliament and Kwandia, you book in a bar or with Matoba or the ambulance will go to Matoba.
Because the entire Busa say, I had a personal experience. My sorry, I'm a saying. Now you take initiative will be.
But also
you call a meeting, and I was a two motion is waba, but previous meeting I mean man Kobe.
Okay.
But then they say minims are then a champion the course of your vision. About okay, who him for a pencil say, sorry, no to Sana mono. Ipeja mensa. Bruni mi ba catch him say Alfred fans at all. Because last meeting, you know, according to the minutes, I'm back and he won't share nim potting no my discuss here. So you can only abstain. You can't vote for or against. So as a layman on this premise, now
I get you. But then the next question will be let's look at the rules governing these two institutions here.
Oh, okay.
What is the rules governing when decisions are about to be made? Who and who can vote and who cannot vote?
Oh, okay.
Don't forget that there are even some instances that even proxy votes are not even accepted. But that's what I say.
Yeah.
In the case of Parliament, there's something called the proxy voting. And that's how vote to another winning. But only I do say even in our general elections, the proxy votings are sometimes permitted. Are mostly permitted. So what I say. So
it says here I may know to hey.
Yeah.
There were about 2024 proxy voting. Some way, somehow.
Oh, they used to sometimes do permit the proxy voting. Yeah, they do permit sometimes.
Oh, okay.
Proxy voting. Yeah. They will give you some requirements that must be
you can fulfill.
Exactly. So once you fulfill them, I mean, it can be permitted or allowed. But in the case of Parliament, for instance, as I was saying earlier, there is nothing called proxy voting. I mean, if a member doesn't appear, or is out of the country, or is ill, or whatever, and to let me show up on the day of proceedings or on the day of voting, I, Chimberima, cannot be given a proxy letter or note to go and vote for him. Once you're absent, you're absent. So that is why you see the chief whips, whether minority or majority, trying to bring their members in by hook or crook. I think that I mean that's the main thing. Because now they've come to realize that for the first time in the history of Ghana, we've had a crash parliament. A crash parliament in the sense, I'm using a crash, I mean, advisedly in the sense that, I mean, we have, a crashing number, 137, 137.
Yeah.
You understand? And for that reason, any drop on your number, whether the majority or minority, is going to affect you in one way or the other.
Yeah.
So everybody wants to do anything possible, reasonable and unreasonable, to get their numbers and be able to use that number to make a decision. But because it's all about you being there and being able to be counted and be voted. That's all.
Let's say mremunu die omuntu mrebia.
Oh, that be someone the MP no yarn by the omuntu mrebia. But the next thing is that say morally no. Ubadune say, for instance, last time the Bakolo we accident to call council.
Yeah.
Very crucial accident. Most the accident in action yet not a parliament would never end up on we are.
In Brazil, one can also be a press conference. Now,
that's why I'm using the word morally, because on one lacks that moral courage in both of the certain who say the enemy of any was wrong. Bible said if I want one hour, I know man when you can hear answer. One accident, number that shows I see a local parliament now, what I can say about. Now, what do you do when I carry we are who don't go? By election, but in the next few days.
that brings me to probably my next question. Commercial break.
Okay.
I read someone as I heard somewhere say a civilian, ordinary Ghanaian, and an ordinary civilian, to say, "Ubi any accident." Now uchemuko because of one reason or the other. Now I'm born in Pano. I'm in Pano. I'm secure university, and I say one for them. One money Panama and rescue in life. Say, Embrana so mu say accident to kotoso, but uche mua. Embrana timinuti. Is it
something? The uniform personnel, no. For example, the police, the soldiers, whatever, name them. So anything like that, your advice, even when you are not on duty, you don't put on the uniform. But the moment you put on the uniform, you are on duty. Whatever you find yourself, you're on duty. So anything that happens in your presence, you must act.
Okay.
Any failure on your part to refuse to act, for instance, an accident, a policeman, soldier man, fire service officer, whatever, you refuse to attend to the victims or to attend to the scene and assist, you are in trouble.
So if this is the law, the MP before ye, especially recent MP on accident has had two stretchers so was that in the breach of the law?
Well, the issue is that, sir, Ma'am, said one money one turn is the issue, but now you're born as you know. But
well,
the next thing is,
I say no lawyer because one was to take him to the hospital.
Exactly. So, and because no more problem because I said there is a consent issue here. You need to consent to something at the more as in say when we go parliament, you have the right to either consent to it or to refuse to agree to the omoyen. But that's what I say. It is the make parliament. Now me say menya accident mo ja show so. I didn't know about say we do a political party in line. And like you said earlier, we ne feedback responsibility of man after the event now. And translate is on one money editor said go for any papa. Indica we are not one apple and
yet yo that is lawyer ma yentwa hotel enko commercial break mra ye ba we electoral commission the CI nessa appointments here anado epese upiegu commission ho no ne ahwe also so said e hote e for we my show NDC hour e lawyer Twimberima ene ene twehwe nkomo yi so for comments any questions ebra na the bar epikin kan ibebusa lawyer amaw ade bi a kire wadwene ewo emra ho as far as Ghana politics is concerned for bra epikin kan na lawyer so e de emu chichirimu abrewo itwe hotel ye ba the epikin kan message kakra ba na yatoa eso ewo nkomotwetwe no ti yentwe hotel emra.
I want to, on the 7th of January 2025, to go to Black Star Square in Accra and hand over the baton of government to the next MPP presidential candidate.
So far as I live, me dey been breaking 8 biao. To me no, me say me mfa ma wo monne, me mfa ma wo china. We have the power. We have a president who now says, I would hand over to the next MPP presidential candidate as president of the Republic of Ghana. Say, umpe weswa. Na edi mbio na opese ya katre wono.
Say MPP party ya ba bemwi. See ya ba be the platform so. Me had the power. I'm a NDC. Esida.
Yo palache, tete.
Drama
Ilo eche.
Papa ne na mbeshi lata konta mi ni free bank.
Elele forma for na
For na for onye gbemi cause come. Papa ni lata ta mi ni ebo kan wo jira po aye ko. Minister no ba nye ba disturb me neke. Na nye ji ade nye.
Me say me better kind. How many years? 15 years. A man to mention can the ME because in Krakasa name it, but ya somewhere didn't mention Monfanche. I tell for your Makwa baby, Mama making message Kakraba na area it was way frequent Adi was watching you live from Amsterdam, Holland. And we Robert Kingpin was greetings, comrades. The NDC will surely come back to power. There's nothing this MPP Kubolo government can do to change the will of the people watching from St. Petersburg, Russia. And Brempombo Siakuni was watching from Warsaw, Poland. Nana Akufo-Addo and his criminal gangs can pact the EC with his family members and cronies. The NDC will still win 2024. I say good evening, watching you from Hamburg, Germany with your patience dark on echo patience that was say. And I was say superior ni I say it's very true. The MPP is struggling to even become incompetent. I like that. Thank you, lawyer Twimberima. Watching you live from Barcelona, Spain. I say Kunte Nana Suni, I say God bless you, lawyer Twimberima, for the work you are doing for the great NDC. Watching you live from Poland. Befi from Pont Ohene, watching you on YouTube from Paris. Tu comprends pas français? Yeah. With Leila Mahama, comrade Leila Mahama, and he will say, good evening, comrades. Watching you live from Germany, Bielefeld. And Nanata Frimu, so they are back. Or see, you are live on Tatale Northern Ghana on Sakina Information Center. We are listening. We are learning a lot from the lawyer on the show. He is really educating us. Indeed, yes, he is. Mavis Boatini was say, watching you on YouTube from Portugal. Please, can you ask lawyer what is the NDC's preparation and response to Brian Champion's reckless talk? Is the NDC prepared for 2023? I think say Comrade Mavis, I'm saying this issue statements be I'm NDC legal team so the petition Akoma IGP any director of CID was say Kofi Inti Boateng. Yes, honorable one. Kofi Inti Boateng, keep it up, Comrade Alfred. Keep it. Thank you, Comrade. I'll get in touch, Comrade Inti. Yeah. Mr. For our comment, any questions? Ebra, na epegen come away at my show in this hour on Today Ghana News TV and YouTube. When you're YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, so you're on Twitch, and so when you're on episode T, as well. Audio no so betnya obetmeti o Anchor FM on podcast so betmeti wadaroma she programming na foforo enye bi nhwe na onye bi ntie Ghana yi di ntine ye hia mene lawyer Twumberima na etwen komoyi me call lawyer ho na afi yakohwe the electoral commission, the CIs and the appointments and all the brouhahas surrounding and easy ayewo lawyer mo kwa babiem yo before answer be easy no so no comrade be able to say me or hear what thought about NDC preparation towards 2023 and as a concerning Brian Champon and the reckless statements of Okoye any quick thought on that?
All right, madam, I just want to make it very simple and I pay me my Brian Champon very nice response. He has behaved very irresponsibly and very reckless.
Mm-hmm.
And Paul can symbol Bible must be Shanama de Sabofra. We're expecting that Ankanya be a minister, so he have behaved like a reasonable person, but he behaved very unreasonable. On the other hand, the NDC is ready for power. The NDC is taking power 2024.
Inshallah.
And January 7th, 2025, the NDC will be sworn into office. And I can send the delegates that we were meeting in the Eastern region said, what we don't need to do is to become complacent. Don't be complacent.
That's it. That is the key word.
Say, Abano, President for the obedience. Easy for the you can't sit in Ghana and trust the person was Masari. How can you trust these two people? You can't trust them. And because you don't trust them, yes, when you are dining with the devil, go with the longest one.
Yeah.
So every NDC person should go and buy a longer spoon. And they go there. What they want to table is when we ever naturally, but we dine with our
that's it.
Yeah, but they're from afar. We are not taking chances, and we will not take chances. 2024 is yearning. If I let me quote an MBB communicator who said something, he was say, lawyer, I am Mudia woman, Mudia go there, so it is ours. This is an MBB communicator telling me.
Agronos is the Yeni, Agron de Atunche.
We need it and we will take it. We need it and we take it. For example, when I catch him, he will I told the idea. I just say, "Quit him, Ghana man, Tonkwa."
Sir,
would tell you about to know.
Anyway, Brian, as somebody actually become was a Namisha lawyer. I think say our response can create out there. Be I ginger most of the rank and fast of the NDC members because that's exactly what you want to hear. Say yes, NDC is ready for power. And we are going to win 2024 elections hands down. No compromise. Thank you so much. After hey, electoral commission, yeka nso kura no na electoral commission na yesa ko ni jade na no yete won yesa na Akufo Addo akoya appointment miensa wayi commissioners yes Salima Ahmed Tijani and Reverend Ekuya Ofori Boateng na Dr. Peter Apia Hene ya swear omo in to be commissioners. I hear mu say some of them are hardcore NPP members, communicators. But as usual, Akufo Addo obu nu egu na so there can be an still a ontie. Ene CIA call parliament here is chenchina or person kode sa humano so Ghana for kon say unni Ghana kada. You can't have the opportunity to get registered as a voter. Nyamia don parliament are get sa CIE. What is the way forward? Bimo say EC no sa rejection doesn't bind on the EC. What should we expect?
Now, if it doesn't bind on the EC, how can the EC cannot just create their laws and run their laws? They need somebody to approve that law for them, right? And anybody say approve this crazy, but was it doesn't bind on you? So how will you get your law back?
Maybe I want to call Supreme Court. They say the Ghana Korea.
Oh, Supreme Court are
to be a parliament.
Supreme Court cannot compare parliament to do their job. They don't have that power.
Hey, Chairman Bako. Now, no one say a friend say deputy second speaker to me to obey.
They interpreted a section or an article in the Constitution, Article 104, 102, and a call for interpretation through Justice Abdullah, who is also a lawyer. And a call for interpretation. The interpretation you say, what kind 104 year? There's a column for 104, and there's also the normal column. But the second column is a column for decision making. It is a reducer mobile trouble decided they are moving this column to do this and that and that and that. And that or no member of parliament, you know, I was have an additional role as deputy speaker. Where you MP and assign deputy speaker to Manukwan on Toba. No representing him for. So that is an explanation to Article 104. But it's not that people can come and tell the parliament that do this and that, allow the EC to lay their no. They can't compare them to do anything.
Anyway,
this area, yeah, Musa. Jim Manson and the boss man started listening to microphone. You see, no crap, they lack common sense sometimes. Excuse me to say this.
Tell us more.
Of course, they lack common sense sometimes. Right? Let me tell you why I'm saying this. Jim Manson could in a parliament or my reasons why I'm telling for Ghana card. One reason why I was saying, Mr. Speaker, the reason you also use Ghana card, that tells that you are a Ghanaian. Now, a better no case no in Nigeria just a day after and about parliament. James I said who do Nigeria but who run Nigeria so one fight a Ghana card natural. What they pass was natural. So I mean, what do you mean by say me Ghana card and just a Ghana? Let's stop this childish behavior. My worry sometimes is that you see she's a lawyer and sometimes I know be with Sayana Manemi. And that means I've been attacking her so much that and I attack her because you are a lawyer. I expect you to be reasoning in a particular tangent.
But is it because she doesn't know, or is it because she want to actually you can't say crowd or emo or per se was saw the payments as any
and so payments as any name one must Metia am no Casamania. I dare back when me cry and somebody who attack my academic integrity because minimum machine dear. Me made some of them call law school from UK to whatever, but I'm not call law school in they will tell you. What I say, in the man, yes, or some may will be back. I'm someone who is dumb. It's sad. Secondly, we say Ghana card no amount for you see what's one guarantee system in the new idea about your own guarantee system. You besides that we say guarantee system will prevent minors from voting and foreigners from voting. Madam Jemenza. Now I want to do 2020. So we should guarantee system additionally. And if you out to say the new year, minors are in the warrants of friend that what he has here. Minors are in My first question is number 2. Foreigners are here. Cote d'Ivoire for Benin, India, Chinese, one for one. We are saying the Germany for. Do was saying the woman matron would deal with Ghana for. Foreigners is saying. Sebini mudia unze zemuna open. Na sebisu omo eba na say na ultimate na sema hwema foreigners abetwe omudin. Because your duty is to stop foreigners from registering. Okay?
And of course, I think say 2020 before 2020 elections, so registration or time of COVID time or na year prevent year ka say any who here COVID or COVID.
So, yes, that was 2020. It was in 2020.
Fantastic. Those were some of the reasons she gave. Say she wanted a robust, solid register, which is a facial recognitions and all the biometrics near there. So
a Frenchman will say exactement. Exactly. And Okwani Mukura can say because of that, she's going to use what we call a facial verification machine at various centers. But I can bet you with my life that she never had even one. Even one at any center.
Meanwhile, she received a budgetary allocation.
Of course, the entire budget our requesting was approved for her to use. Yet she went out to give us this study with that she did. ABM was say one Chinodin war still on the guarantor system. No, was say Ghana card for use the guarantor system. Now, more the end when we use affidavit in that they add support. It's a mom a year robust. It's now open on the say. You see, you are speaking like a layman and like someone who has already been attended school before. You are a lawyer. How can you speak like this? If I use an affidavit to support my application, and you have seen that it is better, it is good, what law prevents you from
then adapt it.
You understand? Adopt it and use. Commissioners of oath, no matter now, and they will, take people through that and get it for you. Simplicity. Do you need a prophet or Jesus Christ to send down come and tell you business? So they are not using their common sense. So I'm glad Parliament has come to realize that no, these guys were not using their common sense. So let's compare them to use their common sense. Because one, as we sit here today, there are millions or thousands of Ghanaians that do not have Ghana card. That is number one.
Yeah.
Secondly, there are a chunk of Ghanaians who have Ghana card, but their Ghana card are not functioning. Do you know why?
Tell me.
When the cards were being issued finally to them, most people got their cards without the final verification. So all those people, the card, they are just holding cards as still with the card, but the card is not functioning.
Okay.
But they don't know. I'm telling you today, they don't know. So until so Obako baby, if your corruption is SIM card, say you require registration be now on better SIM card no and yaduma.
Hey, and this is the
what I say. So all this mess is there that need to be clear. That is why sometimes I take for Siana who bufu when you hear him also talking as if he knows all. You are part of the problem, and someone making we are aware. You know this challenge that I'm talking about. Say some people are having the cards without it being genuine or authenticated.
But anyway, I don't know how process, but then how did they manage to get the card without the final verification?
Okay, so I'm interested is it here. So Obia Ghana card ni be na your card number. Now card ni the mawa. You have to put your biometric finger, your hands on the machine.
Yeah, on the biometric machine.
Exactly. So that it will reconfirm your data in the system. That is a final verification that you have to do. So once it does that, then they will swipe your card and then give it to you. So your card is active. But you see, and say, when we had that mass production around COVID time, when my last day, then when we bring and sent me count cash number one. And they were in a hurry to close their work number two. And some of the systems were also not functioning number three. So their zonal leaders instructed the officers to issue the cards to the people without going through the verifications.
But that is also very dangerous for democracy.
I know. And Atifa knows this because those officers now who are leading this exercise now, I didn't employ them. There's something that we call vicarious liability. So anything that they do vicariously, it affects you. He knows. And you know, and my body are challenges and it's all the Ghana card now. So go back and accept the guarantor system. Go back and accept other ID cards. My brother, what's Germany? I practice immigration law in the UK. With my experience as an immigration lawyer in the UK, what I know is that you being a German with your EU national card, you can come to the UK with your EU national. I'm sorry, you can go to, for instance, France. Now if you are going to the UK, you need visa. But if you can go to, for instance, the France with your EU national card, without your passport, right?
Yeah, correct.
You can also go to France with your passport without your EU national card, isn't
That's also correct. That's also correct.
Thank you. So either way, the two cards can run simultaneously, or both are valid and acceptable. It is a also there, and benefits you did understand you didn't you did actually you didn't sorry. Enti Anya young Ghana, you actually Germany for the country through the EU, they have the national card system already. So if the Germans permit the German card and or the EU card alongside the German international passport, what prevents Ghana from doing the same thing?
And that is the question I asked one time. Say even Hanokram Pusuno, the cards are accessible. You go to your friend say hi friend Rat House. Or city council. Every town be a city council who now card and also pekada the hands of all the required documents. Say yes.
When you say even your bank cards, me the enemy me not West Bank card, and also my Lloyd's Bank card. Wouldn't say a form of ID.
Yeah,
a form of ID. And me picture be any so. I can use it as a form of identification for myself. And the Western communities are not making things difficult for their people. The underdeveloped country, or why you know that's what you know better than even those who brought that system for you to even copy.
And then yes, you try and I say, even I war and you perceive a disenfranchised.
None where you know. Anna, wondering when you tell you say, you did want to be watching. Into your madna, I had dinner, a boy in Crawford, name Aquatia the other side. But when you go to myself, why I want dinner, what I want, but I want the simplest way, no, and I said, now what the unique Kushimaba, what the sub committee on evidence, subsidiary legislation, and we send him on Parliament before you lay it for it to last there for 21 days and then becomes law. But that is the only thing that I mean CI has to do. And then you're debating on Parliament, no, you're debating. See, a man when you lay about 21 days, 21 days, next one, 21 parliamentary days, and that woman and one abayamra simple. Sign will be a sign and one lawyer. All
the previous CIs in Yanana easy at the call free after Jan Tamunano Yan debate or Parliament.
David, quite fast way.
Oh, okay.
Unlike the normal act of acts of Parliament and and there has to be a criminal act or the criminal code or civil procedure act and it goes through for them to debate it, correct it, and the first reading, second reading, amendment stage, and so on and so forth. Before through all those stages,
oh, okay. And me apart from the guarantor system na Parliament, no mujina sono a more sign a recommend ma easy say on consider other forms of identification say your national passport near there.
I think that they also ask I think the guarantor system is what they're asking for, number one, and then they're also asking also can say on June what various elections,
various sentences, yes.
Now what they call a district
offices.
And also no many reason the man say or say it Mr. Speaker, it will prevent people from being bused to the polling station. I'm saying, hey, as a
logical problem.
I don't know. I mean, she has a problem with the way she raises. Why? Because the way she reasons sometimes wrong. Or I even feel sick. What do you mean? What you have done or what you intended to do, which is to take it to the district office, is rather going to open the floodgate for us to pass people to the district office. Common sense. Because the normal Ghanaian doesn't see the need to say, car, no go to the electoral card, or about because you wouldn't say me politician or papa.
Yeah.
Into 1 year. So they need to be influenced. They are coerced before they go to do it. Don't forget, we have some villages from the community to the district capital. My brother, it is like so.
The big question in campo, the big access road on Kabit Mafaso.
Thank you very much. So, do you still want those people to come and register?
That is what, but sometimes I think, say, the electoral commissioner, and I said the electoral commission, I said, Jennifer, de Accra, any Kumasi, or the
James away in Granio. Some of them, one way and grandfather, and then a bonus. You want in crying, what's in crying, what's a laboni? And to win the how does it? Yapo go anymore. Franapo, winning ho. Bonkami, winning ho. Aquaswa, winning ho. Same village, everybody, I mean, the days of President Mills, not President Toby, and Kobe. Nowhere, Yajin Grak, a selling group to us. Alpha Lungu, Papa, and Alpha Subin, one first visa. Nifia Quanim, if acquired any enemy quota, only if acquired every enemy a put. You don't want to. She can't think the same way as you are thinking. But the sad part in say, not may expect to say, or no put in any more, or was my salatan, or Sebo Quapitan, was my salad who goes on good master secondary school. Come out, goes to Zebra, Quissy waiting back class, and then I have done a what is it? So you guys should have brought up things or reason with that no way the emphasis. But but again, we will thank Parliament for having done the human's job.
Yeah.
By asking them to go and now decentralize. On decentralize it. International, they are going to break it down and not go by the district level registration.
No, okay.
But now, I mean, jump to appointees na go here.
Yeah.
Some say na go there. Ghana no problem. I don't know what's the Ghana problem. Or settle the scores.
Settle the scores.
And then the first now, what I say, you need to understand him from that point, and then maybe you're an young mobile. So what's an as if you were and maybe be an young one.
Problem even a Ghana and war. And on a Ghana war.
What's a
problem on a Ghana one as a Ghana and war.
Nasa Ghana any problem beyond can you more you go.
What can say?
What does it? So one no Ghana any problem. I can you go by it. Na ni Fred dia obaya Akufo-Addo. What is the MPP communicate akoye easy commissioner. Ni 8 years more na mu. And ni Fred yi. Wo hu say ne ma papa penso. Balance penso. Kufuor penso. Ya the MPP communicator abamu ya bondin Dr. Hamman wa ya Matimba a senior 1 year senior at the secondary school. A non-MPP person communicated the video, so trendy. Also, not got the electoral commission. But I'm not surprised because all the person must have recorded that into the way quite news. But Masai was a test patron. Test on your info. MPP youth in the tertiary institutions.
Yeah.
I'm not your home patron. And I'm one of so I say what. So what I say. So and the make us for any problem. Ko anya ne man because on one who be that.
But Obi Subeka say Kufuor maybe a new so na because as president there, and so we take this decision also on advice from the Council of State and our constitution so I can say so by appointing commissioners or also on the Council of State is so now what the advice from the Council of State before he go ahead to make that appointment. So possibly if the Council of State sanctions that, then he might say be a bit mention
Council of State about your composition. No, we are aware of the composition there.
Say to be so about.
And they be appointed.
And they be appointees, yeah.
Appointees in those as in in that case, they be say.
But are they been? I mean, question because when I mean Musaro, or more, objective minded. Why aren't they coming out to say, no?
Can we say that they have been objective minded, or more to whether they elected or appointed? Can they say they have been objective or they are objective minded when they have been very objective? They can't say that. The reason why they can't say that is that because some of you are objective, you would not sanction such an appointment. You can't sanction such an appointment. That a political into a chance. What is a meme to materials? I call me easy child.
Oh, there be. And then it is son of Muchato on the day.
Because I can't remember the NDC. Then I want to tell some acquire easy chair. I need money young. If I'm ground, pay.
But who do be objective? It sounds like best will be a day or academic credentials. From I don't think so. Baby, a better I am a non-political figure. Integrate to me and for a non-political facing. I don't want a political appointment. Sir. So I say, and when I'm going to be sir, what we are now, you be free more appointment, we know. But from Crawford, one in political party and up till now, no one knows. Thank you. Meanwhile, Rollins now continue. Rollins, imagine those days now Rollins appointment. I about this by the who by this have we never was that? Hence what? Why the name political party for again joining? Nobody can attribute him to either the NDC or the MPP. Won't mean that. NDC won't mean Castle no MPP. MPP won't mean Castle for the NDC need that. Jomo can is also no pe cartoon super. And that's the end of the choice. What is the choice? Okay, so in simple terms, you know, now Bible says one money now can answer any nana fatal. And a fatal, yeah. And don't you know who quite of body mimicking very much and quest messy, weighing questing after the way we waste when questing. Now, so no, Sheffield is a chimber my political figure. I am known in the political circles. What I say, it's all my appointment, dear mamma, dear political line, and there no be any money. But so what time we got to Supreme Court? What the politician I got to Supreme Court? What time we got to EC officer? What the politician I got to EC office? That's the point I'm making. And no, I may probably last but one question. Yeah, they should be in a baby because your time and tea. Me bo videos be a commercial me bo videos be and Caroline or say so the ambassador Musao. Say why do the MPP or say hello, Comrade Alfred. My question to Lawyer Chum. Why do MPP think, or why do you think the MPP is so bold in passing such comment as Brian's? Okay, the Kufuor one. Aye. And the not coming a kai any Brian kai now here said appointments are bobo so yeah. When you say omuna jina bibi so. Oh, I can't say no to that. Okay, I can't say no to that. But the minimum say, I'm running now. Bible say in independence. Sir, I will not go on some. Sabrina Swan, what do you mean? Shade that. And I because I don't say, why not do some Rollins behind you power?
One I don't me see even Jonah the Kungu for them non rollers ever contest. Now was Rosa we near runners if to minimum. And so I am there. The MPP fraternity, they knew, they had it in mind. Say, I'm sure I won't add my unicorn my own. They had it. But Brandon didn't see it.
He handed over.
Thank you. Ebiana business 2025.
Inshallah.
I just said they're gonna form trauma. And also you're
gonna for the and the lawyer and the Ghana for better pa. Ghana for better
trauma. So once Ghanaians are ready to vote for the NDC, oh, Mr. Champ was the one, or better no bass of them, I wouldn't be wanting. Or because at the end, I call no US Army for home.
And I'll feel full attendant. I'll feel full. Anyway, lawyer, my last question. Now you made a network.
Okay.
Electoral Commission and our electoral commissioner, Jane Mensah. Mami Jane Mensah. And you be say okatanani ebuneni gunu masona otietia Ghana marasoa. Edi ye no mebia. And you be emrano betimin any ne diana. And I say ono so mbukra omo some immunity be emran be fe. Oh, fine.
Namrebia so what Tiasu Nebia so very careful because that is you to a and honestly we answer by you. For you wouldn't be in Canada.
The more me that say, lawyer, that was a pa and then you may and the watch there, dear. Maybe I always high lecturer. With the what's high lecturer? What lecture or university be?
Apparently, but most of my school days, most of my law school mates.
Because honestly, if you become a lecturer, at your students will be in love with your class. Honestly, because you educate to the understanding of your audience.
Thank you very much.
And I really enjoy listening to you always, irrespective of the distance. I say me here. Sometimes you listen you baby. I don't want to na. Always I try to say me what time I may follow Namiti or submissions near there. And of course, my viewers and my listeners can attest to that. Say, and then you've really made us whole. You've made us whole. Nyanko ponshira bebre. Ene wajuma pa woye edeboa Ghana. You say what bread? Said they will kind Free State region by Ghana who don't. Ghana who don't hear Sabin Kakra. Sabin Kadin Sugu go up baby Nankaja. What you don't kakra then so Ghana who don't Ghana for that say today Ghana News TV and then my show NDC hour production crew ne editorial board in that was piece unya daje any petition komo
mention that you know I will continue to urge more viewers and listeners that show you this is my second time of appearing on the show and I've seen it that it's very decent. Presentations are very decent. The questions are answering laudable questions and reasonable questions, and we have to get clarities to key issues. So the viewers should continue to watch you anytime you come on.
Thank you so much, lawyer. Thank you so much. We appreciate your presence. At here for way lawyer Chum Berima and ne Yano Ewumedi so why would the dances and ne Jumedi no aye crabehe. Be any no maybe bring na echre ho say you wa manyuku na when him the fool say wa manyuku no I mean odada said the lawyer kan in 2024 the rescue mission baby I should be a corner be should be no room for complacency kono carry because Ghana for Ashe boss 2024 year more to about Ediama NDC. Aye Ura John Dramani Mahama. Wadaruma. What the NSA NDC ni when in Naho said two police station ye police station agent. And as a coalition agent near there when in Naho mese ballot boss on ye dahum ye benum cafe. Na ya anyway. Etefo ebrinti bidum besia next week ebeseshia na the same time na ya bi no wasa betwen ko nyankopon hyira wo so nya daaje na wo ne esi kunya machia mo